I'm Starlet Baker, the Executive Director for Strongwater Farm, and we are here continuing on with Meet Our Volunteers chapter of the Strongwater series, and I really lucked out today. I got these two lovely ladies wrapping up with the barn chores. We have Miss Debbie and Miss Martha, correct? And they're here to tell us our Strongwater, or like their Strongwater story, and continuing on with the Meet the Volunteers, Meet Our Volunteers. All right, so thank you ladies so much for being here today. I know I kind of snagged you at the last minute. Say, hey, do you guys mind? I wasn't anticipating having you both on, but whenever you guys pitched that idea, I was like, what a lovely idea. That's awesome. So thank you. All right, so tell us your Strongwater story, right? So Debbie, we'll go ahead and start with you if that's okay.
Sure.
What brought you to Strongwater? How long have you been here at Strongwater?
Okay.
We'll go ahead and we'll start there.
Well, what brought me here is I've had horses in my life, my entire life. And I stopped riding about 10 years ago because my hips went south. And when I retired from my professional life, I wanted a volunteer opportunity that had to deal with horses so that I could keep horses in my life.
That's amazing.
And I did at the time know a couple of other volunteers here, and they said they loved the place. So I gave it a shot and I fell in love.
And how long ago was that? I'm sorry.
This is the beginning of my 6th year.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
So,
awesome. All right. So Miss Martha, your story is a little bit different, right? So let's go ahead. What brought you to Strongwater and how long have you been here?
Well, I've only been here a few months.
Okay.
What brought me here was when I was a kid, I read every possible horse book that I could get my hands on. I just, all of those old ceramic kind of figurines, all of mine were horses. And I retired from my professional life about a year ago.
Okay.
And was looking for some kind of volunteer position. I tend to gravitate toward a lot of animals.
That's awesome.
At this point. But for whatever reason, I just kept thinking about horses.
Yeah.
And I knew that I just really needed to be around horses, and started looking around for places, and Strongwater seemed like such an awesome place.
I love that.
The fact that it's a therapeutic
facility
place for and the clients and so on that Strongwater seems to attract. And it just really resonated with me.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So it really spoke to you, the mission really spoke to you.
It really did. And then when I interviewed and I talked with the volunteer coordinator, came to an orientation, and with each step it felt more like, yes, I need to be here. And,
yes.
And since then, I do barn chores. I've met so many really awesome people, and of course, there's the horses.
Of course,
that are really great.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so what you guys generally help out with AM barn chores, or what do you guys usually do for your volunteer roles?
I only do AM barn chores.
Okay.
And I do them 2 or 3 days a week, mornings a week.
Awesome.
And I'm fond of saying it's cheaper than therapy and it's a better workout than the gym.
It really is. It really is. The hay bales and buckets are no joke.
No joke.
That's awesome. Okay.
Well said, Debbie. Well said.
And I know I've said to you before, but some people show up to do barn chores and they sign up and they think barn chores is patting ears and giving horses carrots. And when they see what hard work it is, you don't see them again.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely
it's hard work.
Yes,
but it's great. It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's therapeutic in itself.
And the thing is for a lot of people, I mean, what you just said, you know, the fact that you know, I'm outside, I'm with animals,
Right.
I'm doing a lot of manual labor.
Exactly.
And so I feel like I'm using my body and
Right.
getting some exercise
Yep.
without having to go to a gym.
Exactly.
Which I'm not big on. And it and there's great people that I've met and enjoy speaking with. So it's kind of turned out to be more than I expected.
Yeah.
But really, there's very few carrot opportunities.
Exactly.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of other
Yeah.
things that work well for me.
Yeah.
Good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Now, how often do you two ladies get to work together?
Usually like once a week. I think we just overlap on Fridays.
So.
Yeah, just
I
on
think
Fridays.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So seeing you guys out in the volunteer area, I was like, man, these two really click together. They're really great personalities, and just love it. You guys seem very at ease with each other, which is good.
Yeah, I've enjoyed.
Which is good.
Yeah, like Martha said, she came on just a few months ago, and I thought, oh, I think she's going to be a keeper.
Yes.
She's not going to be one that disappeared.
Yeah, it's kind of shy away.
Anyway.
Got it. Well, it's awesome to hear, both of you.
Yeah.
All right, so what kind of, you kind of touched on a little bit, but let's go ahead and expand on like why do you continue to stay at Strongwater?
I think there's two things. Number one, you know, for a selfish reason, like I said, it's great exercise. It gets me outside and it gets me around the horses. But it's also, I really believe in the power of the therapeutic riding program. And many years ago, when I was still working and didn't have much time to give, I did do some work at another facility and did sidewalking and leading. And you could just see the difference being around horses made in people's lives. You know, if you had a child in a wheelchair who was always used to people looking down at them because they were in a wheelchair, and now you put that child up on a percheron and they're on top of the world, you know, or
empowered.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what
empowered.
MJ used in her word. They feel empowered.
They feel empowered.
Yeah.
And you just see them light up, and you know, and for other people who just, I find being around horses very, for the most part, they all have their moments.
All challenges.
Yeah, but for the most part, it's just very calming because they are just such large, majestic animals, you know, with their own system of friendship among the horses and in the paddocks, and there are and like human beings, you have to earn their trust and their friendship. And that's one of the things I think about doing the barn shift, is that you're around them a lot more.
Yes.
And you get that opportunity. I mean, I have over the years had my breakthrough moments. I mean, the biggest one for me was Enzo, who is now retired. But when I started here, you know, 6 years ago, Enzo terrified me. He just terrified me. And it got to the point of working with him and sticking at it and, you know, taking him on turnout and getting to know him better and him getting to trust me. And, you know, the last 2 or 3 years, Enzo was my favorite horse. You know, so it's just, and it's, so it's just, it's beautiful. That's
amazing. Like, it's very touching, right? And that's a very common story across. And I know across the volunteer opportunities, you know, you don't always get that one-on-one time with horses. Let's just be honest, right? But as far as like the AM barn chores, that's kind of one of the perks about the AM barn chores, is that you get more of that interaction with the horses and stuff like that. So that's good. Yeah. Even though AM chores starts, you know, kind of early in the morning, 7:30, right? Hey. You guys are done about 10:30, 11 o'clock, depending on the day or whatever. But you get that one-on-one time a little bit more with horses and taking care of them and feeding them in water and stuff like that. So that's good. Yeah. All right. Do you have anything from your perspective as far as like what kind? I know you've only been here a short time, but like what keeps you here?
I I think the whole environment is therapeutic. As even doing barn chores, it's better than therapy. Actually.
Yeah, like I said, it's better than therapy.
And since I've started working here, my husband actually said, Martha, you seem so happy. You're smiling all the time. I know.
Yeah.
I
think about what.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the barn chores, can be a little messy and
Yeah.
so on.
Yeah.
But that's it's it is very calming, soothing.
Yeah.
And besides, I find the horses incredibly interesting.
Yeah.
Not only my interactions with them, their interactions with each other, and so I feel like I've been doing a lot of learning since I started. I even bought some books.
Yay, that's awesome. Again, another common story. That's great, though.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. So the other day, right, I was kind of going through, I was having a day, right, especially with Cream, going over to Tufts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But even at the end, and I know I'm not the only one who feels this way, but it speaks to both of your points. Like, at the end of the day, like, the barn was completely empty. It was getting dark. It was dusk, right? Everybody had already left. I was here. I had just dropped off Cream at Tufts. And it was just an impulse thing in me. I just took that breath and I said, I love it here.
Right.
Even at the end of a day, to sit there and, like, just an impulse, not conscious, deep breath. I love it here. And that calming sense, right? It kind of recenters you, right? Here at the therapeutic facility, we always talk about grounding. We always talk about centering. We talk about breathing. We take that moment to find that peace. And even just being in the barn, right? Being in this proximity. It's incredible.
Yes. I mean, this... I was going to say the smell is coming. I mean,
it is. No, it really is.
But the smell is calming. It's if there's nobody in here, it's so quiet, which is calming. When there are people, that's still calming because
it's connection.
And when the horses are here, it's still calming. And bringing wheelbarrows in and out and that sort of thing. It's the first day that I was here when I got home. My body felt different. And I thought to myself, this is calm. There's nothing like running around or anything inside. This is calm.
It's incredible to experience that for the first time in a long time, isn't it?
Some of my friends who aren't horse people, as I say, but are really into meditation, and they're always trying to get me to meditate, and I'm not a meditation person. And I say to them, you meditate, I clean stalls. And they go, I just don't understand. I said, unless you're in a stall with a horse cleaning their stall, you don't understand.
You should come out and try it at some point in time.
Some of my best conversations are alone in a stall with a horse. They don't answer back, but I can tell they're looking at me and listening and thinking she's crazy. But whatever,
Or better yet, they're saying, I got you.
Possibly.
Well,
I got you.
That's the thing. I mean, I too am talking all the time. I'm around them, to them. And, looking at their eyes, even through the fly masks, their eyes are really
telling.
Expressive and
very telling.
And I find that amazing. And also very calming.
Yes. And they're very intuitive.
And one more quick Enzo story, because this was very recent.
Beautiful.
It was a couple weeks before he was retired, and I had turned him out, and I had just put him in his paddock,
Mm-hmm.
and he slipped and fell.
Mm.
And he went down hard on his butt.
Mm.
And
Oh.
I froze thinking, oh my goodness, he broke something.
Mm-hmm.
And he froze. And then he jumped up and he walked straight over to me and he buried his head in my chest. And I swear he was thinking, please, Deb, I'm so embarrassed. Don't tell anybody I just did that. Please, please. But he had never buried his head in my chest. And I thought, well, that's a breakthrough moment too,
Yes.
you know? But he was, you know, you don't, you know, for folks who are watching this and you're fans of Ted Lasso,
Yeah.
Enzo was Roy Kent. If you
Okay.
know, you know. But Enzo was Roy Kent. And when he come up and put his, I thought, whoa, Enzo.
And you understood.
Yes.
You understood that
I
moment.
was
He
like, okay,
trusts
buddy.
you.
Okay, buddy. Yeah.
He's like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm here, but just don't tell anybody.
Just don't tell anybody. Of course, then the first thing I did was ran to a staff
Of
member
course.
and said, he went down.
Yeah.
But I think he's okay.
I remember that Slack message. Yep.
Yeah.
That's
So,
good.
To do that,
yes.
so.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. All right, that's actually a beautiful segue. Like,
Mhm.
what are some of your stories,
Mhm.
right, that have kind of spoken to you and your personal connection?
Mhm.
Actually, no. Let me back up one. So AM barn chores
Mhm.
are definitely something. Do you guys volunteer any lessons, being sidewalker or anything like that yet?
I don't. I don't
Okay.
know about you, but I
Okay.
don't.
And you don't have to. I'm just,
Mhm.
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
I haven't yet.
Mhm.
I like what I'm doing,
Okay.
Mhm.
so I'm
Yeah.
not sure that I will.
Mhm.
Okay. And that's perfectly
Mhm.
fine. That's great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's great. I
Mhm.
know AM barn chores and PM barn chores, like that's a heavy load for
Yeah.
the team in the upper
Mhm.
barn. So you guys being out here just for that is just
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Because not everybody's crazy enough to be up early in
Yeah.
the morning on the summer, even on
Exactly.
holidays and stuff like that. So
In
it's
tropical
good.
humidity and,
Right,
and
right.
20 degree below zero wind chills.
I know. This winter was so bad.
Uh-huh.
But really, volunteering is what you make it.
Right.
Right. So it kind of meets you where you're at, whatever it
Mhm.
is that you're willing to
Mhm.
do, whatever it is that you
Yeah.
kind of need in that moment.
Mhm.
So like what we've kind of said in the past is that
Mhm.
if you're having a day to where you just kind of want to be off to yourself,
Mhm.
go up and clean some paddocks and have
Yeah.
some quiet time.
Right.
Right. Or
Exactly.
if you're good with connection, then you're gonna say something.
Yeah, I've done that a lot.
Uh-huh.
Just go up with the wheelbarrow,
Mhm.
clean
Yeah.
some paddocks, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Mhm.
and hang around with the horses.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and feel great.
Just
Yeah.
breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah, to breathe and feel
Mhm.
that peace.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so back to my other question is let's talk about some of your special memories that kind of speaks to your why. So I kind of know a little bit more about you, and so you were just kind of telling us that. Do you have anything that you kind of speaks to you?
Mm-hmm. Just the other day,
Mm-hmm.
one of the horses seemed try it. She gave me the impression that that she trusted me,
Okay.
and I needed her to back up, and so I kind of put my hand up and said back, and she didn't really want to back up, but so I touched her just on her chest, just not hard, but just so that there was some
little.
pressure,
Mm-hmm.
and she backed up, and then immediately, oh, good girl, and but then of course she's still not backed up enough.
Yeah.
So kind of did it again. Well, I ended up doing it 3 times, and the last time, like, I hardly touched her at all.
Mm-hmm.
It was just fingertips, and said back, and she went back, and it was just I felt like there was a connection,
Mm-hmm.
and
Communication, absolutely.
and at the same time, it was calm. It wasn't anything. It wasn't anything big, or nothing that involved any kind of angst or anything, and I felt really good about that.
That's really beautiful,
Mm-hmm.
right? It speaks to the communication, it speaks to the
Yeah.
connection, it
Mm-hmm.
speaks to the trust,
Yeah.
right? That you were
Mm-hmm.
saying, and
Yeah.
that confidence, right?
Yeah.
The confidence with you and communicating with the horse, saying, "Hey, I need you to back up a little
Mm-hmm.
bit."
Yeah.
That's
And
good.
so I was psyched, and you know what? This sticks in my mind too.
Mhm.
Is there are two geldings that are
Mhm.
in a paddock together,
Mhm.
and obviously they've known each other for a while, and there was one day where I saw them, with their necks intertwined,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and it was just really
Mm-hmm.
beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And then, okay, I have one other.
Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the paddocks has,
Mm-hmm.
several mares,
Mhm.
and then the paddock right next to them
Mm-hmm.
had a single gelding who's, a lot younger,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and I saw the two mares kind of over by the fence, and then the gelding over by the fence too, and they were all just kind of, grazing, eating,
Yeah.
Yeah.
eating the grass and so on. But it was sort of like I thought to myself, oh, they're going to flirt with them. They're all having a real wonderful time. And I've noticed since then that, that he won't always come over,
Mhm.
but they'll go over, and a lot of times he will.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I just think, oh man, that's
Yeah.
so cool,
Yeah. Yeah, the communication across the
Yeah.
horses. That's
Yeah.
awesome. It's like they're having their chat over morning coffee.
Yeah.
Just a little flirtation there, maybe, or
Yeah.
something.
I was going to say it's their version of a water cooler conversation,
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
actually, there were water.
Yeah.
Containers there.
There
Well,
you
at
go.
least one anyway.
There you go. We've got one picture on our website. It's a banner picture on our website where like 5 horses are all kind of together in the corners of their paddocks.
Yes.
It's like the meeting of the minds.
Exactly.
Right? They're having a
that's so
conference
cool.
Yeah.
without the people.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right,
Yeah.
so let's hear more about your stories.
I think this would happen repeatedly, but it's been one of my favorite moments of being doing barn chores, and it rarely happens anymore because, as you know, most of the horses are outside overnight now because we finally have shelters, and that's a wonderful development for the horses. But back in the day when they all had to spend the night in the barn, if I was the first person who showed up in the morning, the first thing I would do is go into where the stalls are. I'd flick on the lights, and then I'd go into where the stalls are, and I'd yell, "Good morning, boys and girls." And 13 heads would come out of the stalls, and most of them would say something back.
Oh, that's so cool.
I would like to think that they were saying, "Hey, Deb, good morning," but they were all probably saying, "Breakfast,
No.
breakfast, breakfast."
They were saying, "Hey, Deb, good morning."
Now feed me.
But everything, 13 heads out of those stalls, and it was just so much fun to see that happen.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love that.
yeah.
That's good. Any other moments or anything like that kind of speaks to you?
I think, well, one was recent, which cracked me up. It was Harley, for whatever reason, he was outside overnight, and we were bringing him down to the barn to eat, and I forget why, but whatever. And so I went up to get him, and he was at the far end of his paddock, and I stood there at the gate yelling, "Harley, breakfast," and he just kept ignoring me. And frankly, I didn't want to walk all the way down there to get him.
No, that's fair.
So I kept yelling, "Harley," and it was like he all of a sudden snapped and thought, "Oh my God, the human I'm ignoring is the breakfast lady." And he turned around and went running right up to me. "I'm here, Deb, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." And he just stood right in front of me. "I'm ready, take me,
Awesome.
breakfast." It was I was just cracking up on that one.
Oh, that's
really
great.
cute. That's really
Yeah,
cute.
it was funny. Yeah.
Yep. Harley is definitely food motivated.
Yes.
So that's good. So I'm sure more that.
Yes. And I didn't even have a bucket of grain in my hands. It was just like, "Oh my God, I've been ignoring the breakfast lady." So he was funny. He was funny.
There's so many stories that are similar to
Yes.
that just kind of bring so much joy
Yeah.
and so much lightheartedness
Yeah.
to everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Kind of gets your day started off right.
Yeah.
That's
And one of the
good.
things too about working at a therapeutic facility as opposed to, I also do some volunteer work for the MSPCA.
Okay.
And a lot of the horses that come in there are the result of law enforcement action. They've been treated badly. The poor things have. But when you're a therapeutic organization, the staff works really hard to make sure these horses are a right fit for the program. And that comes across in these kind of, encounters that we have and the moments that we enjoy. These are horses that belong here by their temperament and their physicalness, and it shows in the way they are treated. They know they're in a safe, loving environment. And so for me, it's a big contrast. Like I said, seeing some horses at the MSPCA who come in because they, poor things, have just been treated so badly. And my heart just breaks for them. And then you come here and it's like, these horses, sometimes it takes a few weeks and a few months, but they know they're in a good place.
They know they're safe.
Yes, they know they landed in a forever home.
Yes.
And it shows. It shows. Yeah.
Trust. We've had a few horses that have come to us with challenging backgrounds.
Right.
So, and I think that the level of trust that's earned is even that much more rewarding because we know how much it takes. It's just like with people, right? Sometimes it takes a lot of effort on other people to kind of earn and gain trust.
Yes.
And have that trust reciprocated is just incredible, right? So our horses now, like it's like they know they're safe. They know they're good. Yeah. They're spoiled.
Yeah.
Let's just, call it what it is. They're spoiled.
They're spoiled.
Yeah, we're spoiled.
They're totally worth it. Like they've earned it, right?
Yeah.
With the amount of work that they do for the participants and for the staff and for the volunteers, like across the team, with the amount of work that they do, what they're asked to do on a regular basis, like absolutely they're going to be pampered.
Right.
They're going to be babied.
Yep.
Are they going to get a little bit pushy from time to time? Yeah. That's okay. But that's where the spoiling part comes into sometimes. So it's good. Melissa's really a wonderful trainer.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know they're human.
Yeah, sort of. There's a lot that definitely is very similar.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good. All right. So ladies, is there anything else that you'd like to say for the general audience as we close this out?
I would just say to folks, anyone who's looking, if you're looking for a real good volunteer opportunity where you get to work with the animals and it isn't all about the animals, also you get so much out of it. I know people who say they don't want to retire because they don't know what they do with their time, and I just look at them and go, oh my God, there are so many nonprofits, whether they're equine nonprofits or something else, that can use your help.
Right.
And this place, there's a great staff, but you know very well that you got to have that volunteers to keep it going because it's a nonprofit.
Yes.
And you need that volunteer help. And if you get in here and you like working with animals, and for some people they just don't, and that's
totally
that's fine, but this is a great place, and and then on the flip side of that is the whole, I don't know what the right word is, arena of therapeutic riding. It has just exponentially grown, and when I started doing sidewalking 20 years ago, it was just a program for developmentally disabled young people. And now the veterans program is so huge, and it's so important right now. So give it a shot. Give it a shot,
Beautifully said.
Yeah.
Beautifully said. All right, ma'am.
I would say too that that if you're looking for something a little different, being outside a lot, kind of using your body, having doing some manual labor, and you like animals, it's really it's really a great place.
It's worth giving a shot.
Absolutely. And the people here are really nice people to work with. So it's a great group. There isn't any kind of weirdness going on, with dynamics and so on. everybody's just kind of here to, to do their thing, and
speaks to the culture.
Yeah.
The culture that we have here. At
Everybody believes in the mission.
Very mission driven.
Give the part they can toward it, and it's all good.
All right. Awesome. Beautifully said, both of you. Thank you so much for being here.
If you ever ask us again, though, do it before we turn into sweaty messes, please.
I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
This is reality, though.
It is reality.
It is reality.
Absolutely. I mean, if we were asking for volunteers to come in here, because like Brandon and Matt, like they've been here too. Like if I were asking for people to come in here and they look pristine, they'd be like,
this might not be the fit for you.
Yeah. You are going to get dirty. I wouldn't recommend wearing white, right? There's reasons why we have gray and green t-shirts and some black, right? I don't recommend wearing white. But yeah, anyway, thank you ladies so much for coming here. Definitely appreciate everything that you guys do. Appreciate your commitment and dedication. Appreciate your interest and overall love for being here so far, because it really seems like this is a great fit for you, even though you've been here for just a few short months. It feels like you've been here for a little bit longer than that.
Yeah.
I feel like it too.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. And
it is.
And both of you are post-career.
Yes.
And that's just kind of it. Once in motion, you stay in motion. It kind of keeps your brain going, it keeps your muscles going, and keep you fit physically and mentally, fit. Yep. So that's awesome. That's awesome all around. And really just like above anything, you guys, your hearts are in it, and you're connected to each other. You're connected across the team. And that's really what we need. We need somebody with the heart to do this, with the heart to volunteer. The volunteerism is just, it's incredible. That's something that I'm hoping to teach my kids. But anyway, thank you both so much, ladies. Definitely appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, audience, thank you for your interest. Thank you for your time. And if you're interested in volunteering, especially after hearing these two ladies' stories, make sure you reach out to volunteer@strongwaterfarm.org or give us a call. Our number is on our website. And if you're especially curious, go to our website and look up that banner photo with the meeting of the minds. Like it's pretty spectacular. All right. Thank you so much. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Take care.